YouTube, what is going on? First time ever saying that. Welcome to the channel. This is a first video from myself. You know, it's 2025, it's a new year. Good place to start, take risk, step out your comfort zone, do something you've always wanted to do, and for me, this is one of those things. But I encourage anyone who's wanting to do something new this year, something they've always wanted to do. I've been watching YouTube since 2013, 2010, something like that. I encourage anyone to take that leap, and for me, this is what I'm doing. So welcome to my channel. This is my 2025 Tesla Model Y Performance, also known as Stormy. Start this channel up, kind of document plans I have for the car, the things I plan to do to it, and I have a few things done already. Those of you with a keen eye will probably spot that. But yeah, I just want to document my journey, man, really, and just, you know, share with you all. So honestly, how I really got here was pretty unexpected, I must admit. I will call myself a car person. I've been in love with cars since I was younger. You know, Fast and Furious is my favorite movie series. I've just always loved cars. It's really been something, you know, I've been into, and now that I'm gotten a little bit older, you know, got my big boy job, been working hard for a few years since college, and getting to a point where I finally wanted to buy myself something nice. Now, a Tesla personally was not in the plans. Honestly, any EV period for that fact. I really wanted a BMW M3, an F80 M3 to be exact. I've always been a big fan of BMW. I'm also Mike the Third, so you know, the M3 is just kind of my thing off rip. So I had this goal of getting an M3. Had some setbacks along the way, of course, just like life. There's always going to be setbacks and things of that sort. And so I had like kind of a plan B of maybe a Type R. Now, the Type R was also something that wasn't, you know, on my mind at first, but I sat in that car, you know, I was doing some research on it, the manual, the buckets, handling, I can only imagine, never driven one, but you know, when I sat in, I fell in love, and I was like, man, like this would be really nice to have. When it's all said and done, I am more than happy with this purchase. And first and foremost, I would just like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for even, you know, making something like this possible for me. Of course, I did the work and everything, but he put me in the positions that, you know, I need to be in. He granted me with the blessings that I needed financially, and all the things it took to get here, you know, the discipline, the wisdom, the faith, all those things. So even though I still have dreams and goals of getting that M3 one day, I am 100% happy with this car, and I love it. So that's kind of the backstory. Just wanted to kind of paint the picture for you all. But yeah, getting a little bit more into the car. So this is my girl Stormy. Like I said, 2025 Model Y Performance. It is in stealth gray with the white interior. I ordered this car right before the promotions ended in January. So those of you who know, December 15th, I think, was the cutoff date. And I think I ordered the car December 12th or 13th, one of those. So yeah, I was gonna get a brand new build. I'm considering the other two options that I wanted, you know, financially with the incentives and the interest rates. And then also considering this car is definitely a lot lower on maintenance compared to those other two options. It kind of just made the most sense where I'm at in life right now, and honestly, I did not regret it one bit. But yeah, so ordered the car brand new. Ended up having a couple in stock and inventory, and so I picked the car up, I think it was 2 weeks later, right before Christmas, like literally 2 days before Christmas, which was super dope. I had a goal of purchasing my next vehicle at the age of 25, and you know, it was right before Christmas, and it was a really cool just life gift, Christmas gift, birthday gift, all those great things. So was able to get the car brand new. Now I will say delivery went smooth, really easy process, simple. But Tesla out here in Charlotte, y'all kind of did me dirty. They gave me in the car what I think 6%, Now granted, I won't blame them fully because I was supposed to pick the car up a day before, but I was getting some things sorted out with insurance and all that. He left my car out and I picked it up with 6%. So first thing I did when I got this thing was go straight to the supercharger. But nah, everything else, that was just being nitpicky. Great delivery experience, really simple, really easy. So I've had it for a little over a month, yeah, maybe like a week or two, over a month now. You know, things are coming along, and about 1,500 miles on it. I do plan on doing a, let's say, 5,000 mile review. Kind of go more in depth of things I like about the car, things I don't like, driving, handling, all those things. And I feel like I have a pretty good feel of the car as it is now, but we'll give it some more time to kind of really know and understand, and honestly time for things to mess up. You know, I've already had a couple minor issues. One's not the car's fault, but we will talk about that also during that time for the review, and just kind of go over my overall experience then. Getting back more into the car, so real quick to touch on what I've got done to it this far. Those of you may notice off the bat, there's tint on the car. Now the Model Ys do come tinted in the rear windows, so you know, the rear passenger and the small window, and then also the back window. So I went with 20% in the rear, and that's on top of the already, I guess, tinted glass, if you will. Didn't actually tint the rear window. I probably will be doing that soon though, in the upcoming week. I thought I didn't want to, but now that I'm looking at it, I kind of do, just to keep everything cohesive and looking nice. But anyways, so yeah, 15 on the rear, and then I went with, 20 on the rear, and I went with 15 on the front. And then I did also do the windshield. Just kidding. Why would I ever do the windshield? It's totally illegal. But if I did do the windshield, I would do 50%. So it looks really good. You know, it's one of those must-dos just to keep the car looking cohesive and just really nice, give you that spaceship look. Oh, and I also did tint the fog lights. I did those myself. Those are also 50%. So moving on, I also did the T Sportline mud guards. Now, get a little close up on those real quick. Those of you who have this car know that, or just any Model Y in general, these things love to kick up dirt on just kind of the side of the trim. I actually just wiped mine down before I started this video. Now, obviously with the performance, you're getting wider tires. We got 275s in the rear, and I believe 255s in the front. Yeah, 255s in the front. But yeah, so you know, the car is lower. It's got a nice stance to it, but it does kick up a lot of, you know, dirt, mud, whatever along the side of the car. Now, the flaps obviously do help a lot, and in my opinion, aesthetically, these cars just look a lot better with them, especially from this like rear quarter angle here. It just kind of flows with the car, with the diffuser and everything like that. So, and these are the sport style too, for anybody wondering. Basically what that means, like, just conforms with the shape of the car a little better. In my opinion, you know, it's a nice OEM plus look, which is my goal for this car anyways. I want to just keep it clean, keep it P, you know what I'm saying? Keep it smooth and nothing too over the top. From an exterior perspective, that's really all I have done to the car. I got a couple things coming. I'm gonna get these badges changed. Gonna black out this T for sure. I do have plans on, I don't want to say upgrading, because the stock carbon fiber spoiler is actually very, very nice. Weave is pretty cool to look at, and honestly, this is my first car with carbon fiber, so I'm pretty hyped about that as it is. But I do plan on getting a slightly bigger one, if you will. Gonna come out a little bit more, still like, you know, OEM looking, but stay tuned for that. Dual motor, I'm trying to decide if I want to black it out. I honestly might get rid of it. I haven't decided yet. I know there's a bunch of blacked out ones you can buy, but fonts aren't always, you know, perfect to the Tesla font. And I'm gonna be honest, I have OCD when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if it's not, you know, perfect or how it's supposed to be from OEM, honestly, y'all can keep it. But not to say, you know, anybody out there rocking it, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just me personally. I know how I am, and it will bother me. So we'll decide what we want to do on that front. Dang, this paint is busting. So I will say, getting back to the color choice, I originally was wanting Quicksilver, I think it's a really nice color, and honestly, I think it's the best color on this car. It suits it very well. I didn't know if I'd like the stealth gray, but now that I have it, I am so glad that I do. It reminds me of a lot of my previous car. I had a 2014 Ford Fusion, and it was in like that Ford metallic gray. Great color, I loved it. Great car too. Shout out to Storm, my baby. Really at nighttime, the car looks amazing at nighttime. I just love it. And so I decided I'm just gonna take that extra $2,000. Did want the white interior no matter what. But I was gonna take the extra money and put it towards a wrap. That way, it's just cool to personalize it, you know what I'm saying, have a one-on-one or, you know, something unique to you. That's kind of part of the build process, making the car unique to you. So yeah, I decided to go with the stealth gray. I love it. I didn't really realize how much of a blue undertone it has in it. And you guys might not be able to tell in the camera, but there's like a slight blue metallic in the paint, which the sun is, you know, going down now. But when it's in the sun, you can see it, and it pops and it looks really nice. And my favorite color is blue, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I'm just happy with this color. So as y'all can see, did go with the white interior like I mentioned. Looks great, honestly. I was a little nervous at first going with this option for obvious reasons, but you know, when I really thought about it, it's just me living by myself. I don't really have people in the car too often, and if I do, it's usually on the passenger seat. No kids. Honestly too, I strongly dislike the wood on the black interior option, which isn't the end of the world like people make it seem like. Plenty of aftermarket options that you can, you know, just go with to cover that up. But yeah, I just wanted to try something different and try the white. I'm so glad that I did. It looks amazing. Even in the back seats, you know, no worries, no concerns. Yeah, it's dope. So another one of those I feel like must-have accessories you need with these cars. Floor mats. I have the 3D Max Spider mats. Great fitting mats, you know, in the front and in the rear. Minimal logos. They have this almost Velcro-like material on the backings of them, but it doesn't rip up your carpet, which is very nice if you need to get under there and clean. Yeah, I think they're a great product, great fitting, pretty dope. So I got those in there pretty much as soon as I got the car, had those waiting, and then hopping inside to check out the other stuff. So I do have the Spigen screen protector on the screen. It is the anti-glare kind of matte finish. Screen sensitivity works well. There's a nice coating on it. Obviously, there's a slight delay in responsiveness in some occasions, but that's kind of the case with any screen protector. But I like it a lot. And then I have the ESR phone mounts. This is just nice because I'm not gonna lie, Tesla Maps, aka Google Maps, it just be tripping sometimes. Sometimes the routes just don't be it, and I will notice this usually when I'm around home and I know the roads, and sometimes the routes are just questionable. But the phone mount is nice, you know, just have your navigation up or any apps, maybe watching a podcast on a road trip. You have somewhere to put your phone, because in this interior you kind of don't have anywhere to put your phone unless it's the wireless charger here. I do have the Spigen tray organizer, if you call it, the slidable ones, and that's, I guess, the next mod. Also, another one of those must-haves in my opinion. We also have the Spigen cup holder, which if I move my bottle out of here, you can see I'll kind of give the stock cup holders a little bit more squeeze, grip, if you will, keep your bottles in place. And yeah, but stepping back out of the car, as far as things go that have been done to it, that's really it for real. I do have some things actually at the house already that I will be installing this upcoming week, so stay tuned for that video. But yeah man, so far I really love this car. I'd appreciate it if y'all subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all those good YouTube things. You know, we're in our OG phases, day one. And yeah, I'm gonna finish enjoying this beautiful Charlotte sunset, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.